Yeah, so Venice. Even I myself also cannot believe that I already made it to Venice and survived a 5 hours drive from Innsbruck. Still surreal even for me that I feel that I'm in Venice, but I cannot believe it as well. Good morning. Today is another day and we're in another location. Yesterday we reached the location, it's kind of dark, so we didn't film anything. So can you tell the audience where are we today?
Florence, Italy.
So now we are in Florence. To be honest, didn't have any inspiration of whether to come to Florence or the existence of Florence. I only thought of
Inspiration.
yeah, I didn't have the thought of going to Florence. But then I only came to think about it when she introduced Florence to me. But I also do hear Florence a lot in the radio. But yes, we're in Florence because normally I only think about Rome or Venice. But now I'm in Florence. So behind me is one of Florence's famous cathedrals. As you can see, the various colors that it has in the background. One of the famous cathedrals in Florence. It has a very stunning architecture, especially how the sculptures are being made. After all, Florence is the birthplace of Michelangelo, the very famous sculpture artist that can be found in many museums across the world. Da Vinci is also been known to be in Florence. So there's a lot of things to see, but I don't know how much we can cover on foot today, given that it is a stark difference compared to Venice. So very excited to show where is Florence has to offer. Let's explore Florence. Let's go. So we're going to enter the cathedral and take a look at the inside. I don't know how to expect because it's such a huge one. And I will tell you the architecture for these such cathedrals is way different from what I have seen so far. The one that in Ulm is different and the one in Strasbourg, the Notre Dame, is also different. But they're all cathedrals, but they're all very different. And this is the first time I see something that is of a marble color that is very different from normally what I normally see. So let's go and take a look what's inside this beautiful cathedral in Florence. We have just came out of the cathedral. Your views of the cathedral?
Not what I expected.
Yeah, the cathedral is more or less, the outside is very beautiful, but the inside is a very bare.
Very humble.
Yes,
Too humble.
maybe it's meant to be humbling, but of course it's a place of respect, so
Yeah.
it's still a very nice place to visit.
Yeah.
And now we're just going to head to another location to go and check out the, what's it called, the garden?
No. It's a square.
Yeah,
Historical square.
A historical square. So now let's just head to the historical square, which is just a stone throw away, like literally the next street, and then we will check it out. But nonetheless, the cathedral was okay. Queued about 15 minutes for it, but the queue actually got way longer than that. So luckily we got in the queue early. So if you want to visit the cathedral, 10:15 is a good timing to come, because that's where it starts to open, but you can start queuing about 10 o'clock or 9:45 would be best. Yep.
10 probably.
10 would be good, naturally. But yeah, there's nothing much to say. But overall, it's a UNESCO site. We didn't even know until we went in.
Is it even written there?
Yeah, it's written on the signboard,
I didn't
UNESCO
even
site.
see that.
Yeah, so, yep, pretty cool. We are now in the middle of the square, and yes, I just saw an Apple store and we're going into the Apple store because every Apple store is different in every country.
Okay.
So, and I can look at the new iPhones and everything. Yay! But yeah, the square is a very big and very, very grand plaza. I kind of love it. But the apple store is actually what's attracting me.
Okay,
My
let's
curiosity.
Go. Let's go, let's go.
But actually the square looks kind of okay though. It's just this archway, right?
Yeah, probably.
Alright. We are at a grand plaza that we chanced upon it. We didn't have the intention of coming here because of the entry tickets of 20 euros, and we're also on a tight schedule. But basically this is the Michelangelo's museum. If you don't know what Michelangelo is, you just remember of a naked man posing as if like he's on a
Just show
fashion show.
his statue, then everybody will know.
Yes, the very iconic Michelangelo. But then before we actually stumbled upon
They
Michelangelo,
call it Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. So, but then we also chanced upon the Neptune statue. I actually mistook it as Michelangelo, but until I saw the crown, then I thought that he might be some king or something. And but yeah, it actually turns out to be King Neptune himself. And apparently this whole plaza is filled with artwork, and I'm going to show you the beautiful artworks here, including the famous Michelangelo statue. Including the famous Michelangelo statue that is being copied around the world, in my view.
Yep.
But the original is definitely sitting here. So this is the place of Michelangelo, and let's go. How do you find the artwork so far of Michelangelo?
Nice, but I don't really know how to appreciate though.
Yeah, also neither do I, but it's still nice to see how such art pieces are actually created in the past. I think that's the more interesting thing to see, like how all these sculptures were being made and how Michelangelo came to be. But we didn't get to see the inside, we only got to catch a glimpse of everything else. But it's still wonderful to look at that this is part of. It's still hard to hit me that we are still in Italy, and that Italy is like the source of the Roman Empire. So we get to see all this Roman ideology, philosophy, and it's really, really very cool. And it really, really didn't hit me that I'm in Rome or Italy because of all this.
Look at that one.
Yeah, the view is amazing everywhere we turn.
The architecture.
Yep. So we are actually still walking along the river of Florence, and we are heading to the shops on this particular bridge in Florence. Do you know what's the name of the bridge?
Ponte Vecchio, if I pronounce correctly. I'm not sure.
Yeah, hopefully she's pronouncing correctly, but it's definitely a bridge slightly bigger than the one we see in Venice, that is for sure. And it does look like there's a lot of people on the bridge, but I do hope there is like not much people there, so that we can actually take in the view itself. From what I see, it looks like houses that's being attached onto the bridge with supports. Really, if you take a look at it, it does look like it's just houses being built on the bridge itself. But who knows, maybe we'll have a closer look. But it's really very cool to see. Venice one is more like the bridge. People build the shops on the bridge. This is building externally onto the bridge, which is a bit different, and it's definitely bigger and longer. So hopefully we can have a better look at it up close. Excited? Yay! We are almost done with our Florence trip for today, our itinerary. This will be it for the Florence trip. We're going to head on to the next leg of our journey, and then I'll not tell you where, but I kind of like the next place where we are going to. Don't spoil it. She also wants to visit it, so we are both looking forward to that location. And then yeah, we're going to get some lunch before we get our luggage and head to the car before we set off again on the road. Are you tired of the road?
Tired of walking.
So that is the road it is. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed part 3 of our mini-series. Time to end the video with a quote. Every block of stone has a statue inside it, and it's the task of the sculptor to discover it, by Michelangelo. As the quote suggests, when you see a task that seems impossible, it is up to you to discover what's in the task that needs to be done. You need to chip away the little rocks in order to achieve a perfect sculpture. That's how I interpret it. Let me know in the comment section down below on how this code resonates with you, and I shall see you in the next part. You might find this place very familiar because it is actually one of the 3 places that inspired the